Hi Cancer, this is Tisch Aitken, and this is your monthly report for the month of December. It has been an incredible year of challenges and restrictions and limitations with this Capricorn tail, but we're almost done. And Capricorn is your opposite sign, so you're probably the second sign that's felt it the most. And the eclipses were in both of your signs as well, up until this summer when the final eclipse occurred in your sign on the summer solstice weekend. So we're saying goodbye to this year of letting go of structures in our lives and rebuilding and repair. But it's going to be an intense month to conclude a very intense year. So at the end of November, there's a lunar eclipse at 8 degrees and 38 minutes of the mutable air sign of Gemini. And Gemini is ruled by the planet Mercury, which is information. And it falls in your house of endings and hidden information. And we're in eclipse season, which is a heightened time in and of itself. It's a time of a lot of action, a lot of major beginnings and endings and disruptiveness, and things can come into our lives out of the blue. People and circumstances can be eclipsed out of our lives in a flash. It's a very wild time, but you can expect a lot to happen. And Neptune will have just stationed direct on November 28th at 18 degrees of Pisces. So that energy is still strong 5 days after. And Neptune fogs our vision, and the fog is slowly lifting. So a lot of information will get uncovered. And it's very emotional too, because Neptune rules Pisces, which is a very sensitive sign. So, and a lunar eclipse is a time of feeling very emotional. So a lot of disruptiveness, a lot of endings for you. You're releasing a year of, and a few years of this whole Capricorn time, but especially this year. So this begins the month of December. That energy is still very strong. And on December 1st, Mercury enters the sign of Sagittarius and enters your house of daily routine and work and habits, where it will be until December 20th. And this is good for you for getting clear on what you want to get organized, what you want to do. If you're trying to commit yourself to a health routine, since we've been having such a tough time, this is a good time to do so. And then on the 5th of December, Venus, which is transiting in Scorpio in your house of love affairs and romance and creativity, forms a beautiful trine to Neptune in Pisces. And Neptune is transiting in your house of higher learning and manifestation. And that's a very romantic energy. It's a good time for a date. It's a good time for creativity, for publishing, for writing. It's just a beautiful, magical energy. And then on the 9th of December, the sun in Sagittarius squares Neptune in Pisces. And the sun is transiting in your house of work and routine, squaring Neptune. That can be depleting energy, but try to tap into the Neptune part, because Neptune seems to be a big player in the month of December as we let go of this whole Capricorn time of reality check and reality on steroids for all of us. Neptune is about resting. It's about self-care. It's about dreaming. It's about manifesting. It's about the imagination. And I think all of us need this after such a tough time, and I guess that's part of why this is happening. And we have on the, let's see here, on the 13th of December, Mercury in Sagittarius squares Neptune. And again, information could get uncovered. That is the day before a total solar eclipse in Sagittarius. But also, again, manifesting. Mercury, use your thoughts, your ideas, your writing, journal what you want to manifest. But lies could get uncovered. There could be miscommunication. Bear that in mind. And then we have a total solar eclipse that takes place on December 14th at 11:17 a.m. Eastern Time in your house of work and habits. And this is a really good manifesting new moon. So use this new moon to set intentions, to do the law of abundance, to focus on the habits you want to commit to, habits you want to initiate, work projects you want to start, anything you want to work towards, and also for health and wellness, because that's the area of the chart it is for you. But it's a really magical new moon. Neptune squares the nodes of fate. So again, we've got that Neptune theme, but that is good for manifesting work. It also squares this new moon eclipse. So again, a lot of information getting uncovered and a lot of intuitive information, messages, dreams, psychic intuition. You're a very intuitive sign already, so listen to the messages that you're getting. And then on the 15th of December, Venus sextiles Saturn. Now, in the day of the new moon eclipse on the 14th, Venus forms a sextile to Jupiter, and those are the two benefics. So that also helps to manifest. And Mercury in Sagittarius trines Mars in Aries, and that's also helpful. Aries rules your house of career, and it is helpful for getting things, for feeling like you have the courage and the energy to get things done. And on the following day, Venus sextiles Saturn, which helps to structure what you're trying to create. And then Venus exits the sign of Scorpio and enters the sign of Sagittarius, where it'll be until January 8th, and it's in your house of work and routine. So it's a big focus for you in December as we approach the new year. And then we have on December 15th, Chiron, the wounded healer, also stations direct. So it stations at 5 degrees of the cardinal fire sign of Aries. Now, Mars has been in Aries since June 27th in your house of career and life goals. And so it's been a big review period because Mars retrograded from September 9th until November 13th. And that hasn't happened since 1988. And Aries is a cardinal fire sign that really wants to get things done very quickly. And Mars is at home in Aries, and it's exalted in the house of career. So having it retrograde is challenging and frustrating, but it was a good opportunity for you for really reassessing what you want to achieve and how you can be more successful in 2021, because it will not retrograde for a long time, more than 30 years. So that's good news. But now this is another part of it. So figuring out what you want to achieve in 2021. And we have on December 16th or December 17th, depending on where you live, what time zone, the big news of the month, Saturn enters the sign of Aquarius. It enters at 9:04 p.m. Pacific time, or on December 17th, 12:04 a.m. Eastern time, or adjust it to whatever time zone you're in. And this is a big deal. Saturn in Aquarius is about building community. It's about humanitarianism. It's about creating new ways through technology. It's a technological revolution. And I think that's emphasized even more by the fact that Jupiter will be entering Aquarius on December 19th. And this is a really big deal. This is the real age of Aquarius. And for you, this is going to be in your house of healing and joint resources and transformation. So it could be that you're committing yourself to doing healing work. Maybe you're finding innovative ways to create new financial opportunities with investments or with joint resources. Maybe you're cleaning up your debt in the next few years, certainly doing healing work, which makes sense because Saturn will be transiting in this house until March of 2023, and obviously you've been through such a big time of endings and change and loss and rebirth, so it's a lot to take in. And when Jupiter enters Aquarius on December 19th, Venus trines Chiron in the sky, and the sun is conjunct Mercury that day, and I think it really shows us how much healing opportunity is coming with Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius. It's, I think, really exciting because it brings us many new opportunities for people that are pivoting during this difficult time. It'll create new ways, new technology to create new jobs, new ways for people to connect, new ways for people to heal. I mean, there are many different possibilities. And then we have on December 20th, Mercury exits the sign of Sagittarius and enters Capricorn, your house of relationships, where it'll transit until January 8th. So again, the focus on partnerships. And then on the following day, we have this the winter solstice, and that is the longest night of the year in the northern hemisphere and the longest day of the year in the southern hemisphere. And the sun stops for a few days, and we reflect on what we want to honor. Obviously this year, this uncharted year of such challenging times, the people we've lost, so many things we've lost, and also the beauty and the moments of people coming together in difficult times in this very fragile time we're in, and the acts of kindness we've witnessed and the good things we've seen. And on that day, you know, Saturn and Jupiter meet up at 1:21 p.m. Eastern time at 0 degrees and 29 minutes of Aquarius. This is the real age of Aquarius. This is healing in so many alternative ways, which will be exciting for you. And Jupiter will be in your 8th house of healing and metamorphosis and transformation on and off until December 29th of next year. But Saturn will be there for a few years. So this is a big deal. And then on the 24th of December, Mercury in Capricorn forms a trine to Uranus and Taurus, and that's very innovative energy. And then on the 25th or 26th, depending on where you are, the sun squares Chiron, the wounded healer. The sun in your house of relationships, squaring Chiron in your house of life direction. And obviously, again, we're all reconciling the pain that we're dealing with at this time. And then on the 27th, the sun in Capricorn forms a trine to Uranus in Taurus, and that's very innovative, hopeful energy, again giving us a preview for the excitement of the age of Aquarius and the innovation possible to all of us, the connection that's possible to all of us. And on the 29th of December, we have a full moon in your sign that occurs at 10:28 p.m. Eastern Time at 8 degrees and 53 minutes of Cancer. That's I think that's pointful. I think it's significant. I can't even talk. I think it's significant because you've been dealing with the eclipses in your sign the last few years, and Saturn and Jupiter and Pluto opposite your sign, and you know the moon rules the sign of Cancer. And you know this is a very sad time for all of us, and you know it's right before the end of the year, but we do end the year on the 31st with the moon in Leo, and the last aspect it makes is a trine to Chiron, the wounded healer. And Leo rules the heart chakra, and it's your second house of income and how you earn money and what you value, and knowing that you can create new ways to heal, and giving us all a, I think, positive glimpse of the age of Aquarius. So I wish you a lot of luck, Cancer. I know you've been through the ringer, and I wish you a lot of healing and opportunity in the year ahead. Take care. Bye-bye.